Hey everybody, this is my 20-gallon open-topped office tank, and tonight I need to get in there and just do some basic maintenance. So we're going to do a before and after video. Not a whole lot to look at on the before. I really need to trim back that pothos plant. I'm not too worried about the runners that are growing in front of the tank and anything that grows back behind the tank, but I actually have quite a lot of stuff that's growing into the tank. And more importantly, it's growing above the tank and it's blocking all the light that would otherwise be getting down into the tank and letting us see how pretty all those fish look. So I need to get in there and wipe the glass down. The glass has a film of algae growing all over it. That's really blocking a lot of our view as well. And of course, while I'm in there, I'll change the filter and everything. So not a whole lot going on otherwise in this tank, just some basic maintenance. As I said, that is my Dwarf Gourami. We'll get a better look at that on the other side of the video. And if you'll notice, we're still seeing a lot of little new redwag platy fry in this tank. So I definitely need to put some kind of fish in this tank that's going to help me with population control, or I need to get in there and start reducing the number of females until eventually I get all the females out of there and we just have a male only tank, and then that way I won't have to worry about all those fry overrunning the tank. Anyway, I'm going to get to it. We can consider this part your before. And there's your after. So I think the biggest change was removing a lot of the vegetation that was blocking the light that was going into the tank. I did my standard 5-gallon water change. That's about all I ever do on this tank. And the water wasn't really that dirty. It didn't have a lot of tannin staining in it. It wasn't that long ago since I've done a water change on this tank. But the glass being all boogered up with the algae growing all over it, that made a big difference, getting that wiped down. And that wiped off easy enough. It wasn't any kind of particularly difficult species of algae or anything like that. And then I removed quite a bit of the leaves that were growing out over the tank. I also removed several of the runners that were running into the tank. And so we might suffer a little bit with the pothos plant. I might lose a few leaves, or some of those roots might start dying off or whatever. I did a pretty significant trimming. Not like I did last time. Last time I got in here and whacked that thing all the way back to almost nothing. This time I left quite a few significant runners on it and just trimmed out the errant ones that were in my way and that I didn't want. I thought about trimming the roots up a little bit, but I don't want to get carried away. I did remove a little bit of the Java Windelov that was sort of between this cave. I know it's hard to tell, but this structure right here is one of those plastic caves you can get at just about any pet store. It's probably one of the most common aquarium decorations sold in the hobby, and I've had it since way back in my very, very early days. It is one of the few pieces of artificial structures I have in any of my tanks, and it's just been in there. It's almost nostalgic at this point, but you can't even tell it's not real. That is actually a plastic cave. And on this end of it, right in here, I had some of this Java Windelov, and I broke that off. So as usual, I do have some Java Windelov for sale. Just added to my collection. I've always got Java Windelov for sale, Java Fern, Java Moss, aplenty. Probably a few other things. I think I've got some Crypt right now. Again, if you're interested in aquatic plants, you can just check out my email down below, get in touch with me, and we'll talk. The Dwarf Gourami is still doing really well and looking fantastic. It looks amazing in this light. I'm just absolutely thrilled with the way this Gourami has turned out. I was kind of skeptical when I got it. I've had some bad experiences with Gouramis over the years, and I'm still honestly not expecting it to live more than a year. That seems to be about the expiration date on Dwarf Gouramis. Anywhere from 9 months to a year and a half seems to be about what I get out of them. And I used to think it was just me or my water or something like that, and I've talked to enough people over the years that apparently that's fairly common. You can get them to live longer, but it's really, really common for them not to live longer, and so I'm just not going to worry about it. If I get a year and a half out of it, I'll figure I got my money's worth out of it. It's a beautiful fish. Otherwise, all I did was swap out the filter pad. I gave the biological pad a good rinsing because it was all gunged up and not a lot of water was flowing through it. I did not pull the intake or any of the plumbing off of it. I just cleaned out the filter and the biological filter. We trimmed back the plants, did a 5-gallon water change, I wiped down the glass, and I did a superficial gravel vac. I vacuumed a bunch of loose debris and fish poop and stuff up off the bottom. There's still plenty in there. This is one of those tanks that has so many little nooks and crannies, it's hard not to have stuff collect in there, but I did my best. And all in all, it got it pretty clean, and it's looking pretty good now, so I'm happy with the results. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget I do a live stream every Friday and Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I do a Wednesday night live stream for my members only. And tomorrow night's going to be the big reveal on the new lighting system I've got set up over my 125 in the basement to show off those new discus I got. And let me tell you, it was worth the effort and the money. It looks absolutely amazing. So look forward to that for my members on Wednesday night live stream. For everybody else, probably Thursday night's video will be the big reveal of the new lighting system on my 125. Again, those blue diamond discus look absolutely stunning in that new light down there. So subscribe if you're not already. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you real soon in the next one.